October 15th, William Cameron Townsend.
Where God calls you, He will equip you. Work hard. Through the jungles of Central America, William Cam Townsend and his Indian guide Frisco traveled hundreds of trails together. They forged ahead in blinding dust storms, shivered in the rain under the jungle canopy, endured swarms of mosquitoes and fleas, and during the pandemic of 1918, suffered a severe case of the Spanish flu. But in spite of the hardship, God prepared Cam to achieve something daring and new. Not that he was particularly qualified. Cam had left college for a year of adventure in Central America to sell Bibles. Then again, God often chooses the unqualified to do important work. On the trail, Frisco told Cam about witch doctors who instilled superstition and fear among the Indians. Frisco described some clergy who only showed up to perform rituals. Evangelical missionaries ministered mainly to the Spanish-speaking, and nobody was reaching the Indians for Christ in their own language. Frisco challenged Cam to become a missionary who would do a new thing, reach the Catchikill Indians for Christ in their own tongue. The more Cam contemplated the idea, the more he became convinced that was what God was calling him to do. One day, a Catchikill Indian asked Cam directly, "If God knows everything, why can't he speak my language?" Cam didn't have an immediate reply, but the answer was coming. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 26 through 28, "Brothers, think of what you were when you were called. Not many of you were wise by human standards. Not many were influential. Not many were of noble birth. But God chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. God chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong." One day, the Catchikill would speak the word of God in their own tongue. Soon, on the strength of his own field experience, Cam was accepted as a missionary with Central American Mission. What he lacked academically, he made up for in dogged determination. He had already been noting Catchikill expressions, and with his own savings and various donations, he started a small school for Indians. A believing Indian who spoke Spanish and Catchikill was hired to teach, while Cam concentrated on translation work and raising support. When Cam struggled to unlock the mysteries of the Catchikill language, an archaeologist advised him not to try to fit Catchikill into a Latin mold, but to learn it like the Indians do. So Cam listened, and he asked countless questions of his Indian helpers. Creating a written language meant learning the many complicated sounds of the Catchikill. Cam also discovered the language was built upon root words, much like English, and that one verb might take on thousands of forms. He took hundreds of pages of notes until a complex pattern of language emerged. Incredibly, he was becoming a linguist. Cam translated the first 4 chapters of Mark and had it printed. The Indians were thrilled. God speaks our language. It wasn't long before the adult Catchikill wanted to attend school where they too could learn to read the Bible. It took 10 years of painstaking work and inquiry, but step by step, Cam completed the whole New Testament in the language of the Catchikill, and the methods he developed became a roadmap for Wycliffe Bible translators and the Summer Institute of Linguistics.
Keep your business safe online and earn crypto while you do. Use SaferNet. It's a VPN, internet controls, and virus protection all in one place. Monitor your team and keep your data secure with SaferNet.
Making a difference in the world takes work and determination. To see change, you often have to start by finding a need and then being willing to fill it. Where God calls you, He will equip you. Work hard.
Well, good day, 365 Christian men. My name is Russell, and it is October 15th, and we just heard a wonderful message from Cam Townsend. And, honored to do these challenges a couple times a month. And this one kind of sat with me, and honestly, I had to take a step back, listen to it again, and then I was starting to think to myself about all of these 365 Christian men stories. They are amazing. And I was wondering, if God has a hall of fame for the people that serve him well. 365 days a year I listen to these messages from incredible men that have done amazing things, amazing work for God, traveling around the world, translating Bibles like we saw today in the story on Cam Townsend, people sacrificing. And I wonder, do I do enough? Do I do enough as a Christ follower to get in the Hall of Fame? Not that I'm really looking for the Hall of Fame, but I had to question myself, what am I doing? And am I doing enough in my simple life that I lead? So as I reflected on that and prayed about it, I decided to go to the workbook, the one that's got all the answers, and that is the Bible. And I think I answered my own question here, and it comes in 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7. It says this: "You must each make up your own mind as to how much you should give. Don't give reluctantly or in response to pressure." So as I thought of that, I'm sure that probably has to do with your finances, but it probably has to do as well with the way that we behave every day and what we give to God and how we lead not only ourselves to get closer to God, but how we can embrace others to move in that direction. So I guess, based on the story today and the challenges that Cam Townsend faced in translating the Bible and just reflecting for myself, I would challenge you today to stay the course. If we're listening to these messages and we're getting refreshed and we're getting some message within us through God, through different stories, I think that's enough. So the challenge is, let's continue to press forward, move the Word of God, not only in our hearts, but to the people that we surround ourselves with. Have a blessed day.